Hello everybody, I'm back for a third video. Hope you guys had an amazing day. Hope you continue to have amazing days. Love to you all. Okay, let's begin. Fun fact number 3, character review number 3. I am doing Erica Sinclair. And she's from the hit TV show Stranger Things, which originally aired on Netflix in 2016 and is still running. It's one of the most popular shows of our generation. And I don't think it'll be canceled, because it's very popular. But Netflix, they cancel literally anything. Good shows. They love to cancel their good shows. So if Stranger Things is next in line, I wouldn't be shocked, but I wouldn't be sad though. Because I can't see Erica no more, Okay, anyway. So Erica Sinclair is being played by Priya Ferguson. I hope I'm saying her name right. If I'm not, I apologize. But I'm sure I'm saying it right. Priya Ferguson. And she's from Atlanta. And she's been acting since she was little. She's not that old. She's 14. If I'm wrong, I will correct myself. But I'm sure she's 14. She's not like super old. She's not my age, but she's not super young, So she's right there. So of course, if you probably saw her in Atlanta, she was real little. I'm sure you guys should go back and watch it. I'll try to find the clip or like a picture, and I'll try to like put it in here and show you the episode exactly so you can find it. So you don't have to be so you have to sit there and watch it just to see her. I'll try to do that. And of course, she's been in probably some other things. I just can't remember the name. Because I wasn't paying attention like that. So I apologize. Okay, I went off topic. Okay. So Erica Sinclair, she's been on the show the whole time because she's Lucas Sinclair's sister. So again, they're siblings. She was there the whole time. But you didn't see her in season 1. She was probably too young because they were young. So imagine how young she was, because in real life, they were like 18, like the other cast members, the kids are like 18, 17, 16. So yeah, they were young. So imagine how young she was. So I don't think she was nowhere in season 1. I'm sure I'm right. I don't think she was in there at all. But in season 2, she made little cameos, so she did have speaking lines. It wasn't like full-blown conversations, or you only saw her there and she only said like one thing. Maybe 2, maybe 3, but we actually got to see her, and when we did see her, of course she was funny. She was making fun of Lucas, and of course she's mean to his friends. She's a little sister. If you have a younger sibling, you know how they act. So yeah. So that was it. Season 2 came out in 2017, I think, and then season 1 was in 2016. So it was kind of a little bit of a gap for season 3 because that came out last year. So they kind of were lacking a little bit. But season 3 came out. Of course, it was huge. Of course, we were all waiting for it. Like I even went on the Stranger Things tour. So I think I'm gonna do a video for that. Just show you guys the tour I went on, the videos I have, any pictures. Yeah, I want to do that. I don't know when though, but I will. But anyway, so Erica got a huge role on season 3, which I was shocked because we didn't see her. We didn't see her at all in season 1, and we saw her in season 2, but she just wasn't getting too much attention really. So yeah. But on season 3, she was really getting attention. So I thought that was great. And I would have to say, if I had to describe her, she was like sassy. Very sassy. A little rude. Just a little bit. Very fierce. She's very different from Lucas, like she's like kind of the mean one and he's like the nice one, so they're very different. But Erica, I wouldn't say she made season 3 because I feel like they all did something, they all contributed. So I can't just say it was Erica, but she was one of the main ones who made it funny. Like I think I was like after I got done with season 3 completely without skipping or nothing. I know I went back and I used to go find the scenes where she's in because she was in a lot of them, and I would just play them because it was like it was just hilarious. And my favorite scene with her would have to be when her, Dustin, Steve, and Robin. Well, they were together the whole time basically, but they all got trapped in this trap somewhere, and they all had to stay together. I loved when the camera went back to that situation because it's funny, and it was funny because of her mainly, and the rest of them were funny, but it was really because of Erica. And then I love when they were trying to convince her to go into this thing. It's like you know when someone convinces you to climb into, what is the word? It's like, I can't think of the word for some reason, but when they were trying to get her, ask her if she can fit in it and climb, her response back was hilarious. Like you can hear she's from Atlanta. Like it was hilarious. So that was my favorite. And my other favorite was she kept wanting to try the ice creams. That was funny. It was funny. And then of course, whenever she used to interact with, I don't know, I can't decide if it was funny when she would interact with Dustin, Robin, or Steve. I don't know. I can't decide which interaction was funnier. But I'll have to say, I'll say more so Robin. It's between Robin and Dustin. Not really Steve, you know, because he's not really funny himself, so. Yeah, and then let's see, and then Erica. I love that she got a chance to actually like be with the cast. Like she should have been there last season because she's supposed to be Lucas. Like just how Mike's sister Nancy is always there. They should have did that with Erica last season. Like how can Nancy always be there? But Erica can, that's Lucas's sister. So I think they should have always done that, but maybe she was just too young probably. Or maybe they just didn't feel like, they probably didn't think she was a necessary yet. But, I don't know, whatever the reason was. I feel like they should have did that last season, but at least she got to do this on this season, which is good. She was able to do photo shoots with them, go on Stranger Things tours. You know, people, like her character was most memorable because people were putting on like her signature outfit, which is like the overalls. Of course, she had like stuff under it, and she wore socks and shoes. Cause you know, the show was set in the '80s, so they gotta dress just like the '80s, people in the '80s. So, and I like how they did her hair. You know, they didn't do nothing like too crazy with it, and they didn't give her like a hairstyle that wouldn't necessarily be for like children. They gave her like a kid hairstyle, but you knew it was like a hairstyle they used to wear back in the day. So that was great. And I do think she could have been shown a little bit more because it still felt like they were focusing on, you know, the usual people like 11, Max, Dustin, Lucas. You know, the same people. You know, I feel like they were focusing on them. Or if it wasn't them, they were focusing on Hopkins and... Man, I forgot her name. Sorry, I haven't seen this. Went back to it in a while. But I just know that that's Will's mom. Yeah. And so yeah, they'll either go back to those kids, the main cast, or they'll just go back to Hopper and Will's mom. So I do think they could have shown Erica more because when the camera left her, I was slowly kind of uninterested after that. It was like, oh, I don't really care about what they're doing really. You know, they're not doing anything. You know, they're doing what they always do. You know, and yeah, go back to Erica. Go back to them over here. So I do think they could have did that, and hopefully, no, they actually just announced that Pira, I hope I'm saying her name right. She just got like bumped, so like she's like a series regular now. So we'll see her in season 4. I hope we see her way more, and I hope she has kind of like her own storyline, or one that's not like wrapped in with so many other people. You know, like kind of just like her own storyline. I think she needs one. You know, it's like her character is entertaining enough that she can kind of get her own storyline. You know, characters that can get their own storylines have to have the factors of being. They have to be funny in some way. They have to be entertaining. And again, they just gotta have personality. You know, I feel like the camera time, the ones who don't have personality on the show get too much camera time. It's like they don't have personality really. Erica has it, which is why I don't get why she wasn't there to begin with. You know, like why not show her to begin with? She's the one with like the most personality out of everybody, really. I mean, rather than Dustin and Robin, and who we'll be seeing again, because she was a new character they added, you know, and then sometimes Max. I mean, not that much, you know, and Hopper, you know. So besides them, Erica has it the most, you know. And another thing, I'm so happy. I know some people might think this is not like a big deal. You know, they might feel like, oh, whatever. Why are you bringing up race and all that? But to me, it was such a big deal to see Erica. Because it's like, in these type of shows, we are never included, really. You know? Specifically, black female characters are not included in these. Rather than Utopia, and you know, the show on Amazon, and maybe some other shows from way back in the day when I was like a kid or probably wasn't even born. You know, this generation, when they make shows like this, they never include us in it, like ever, hardly. So it was nice to see Erica, who looks similar to me, like she's an unambiguous black girl. You know, she resembles me when it comes to shade and, you know, Afrocentric features. You know, I liked it, you know, and it was like good representation. Like, all shows need to take that into consideration, especially if you're making a show like this, like a fantasy type of show, or anything under like the Stranger Things, Riverdale umbrella. You know, always include us. You know, because we like to. I hate watching shows like Stranger Things and it's all white kids. You know. Like, adding Lucas was great, you know, so the black voice can see themselves in this, and they can love it. And then adding Erica was great, so the black girls can see themselves as well. And then, what I loved is that they made her, like, a nerd. Even though she tried to deny she was a nerd, she was a nerd. I'm glad that mainstream media knows black nerds exist, because they do. Not all of us are, like, idiots and all that. Like, some of us are nerds. And I love that the show showed her being a nerd, whether she liked it or not. You know, it didn't make her like, I like that it balanced out. I don't like the black female characters being sassy and too, you know, I don't like all that, like stereotyping them. But it was like a balance for Erica. It was like, she'd be sassy, and then she'll balance it out, and then she'll be like a nerd, and then she'll be funny, you know, and then she'll be helpful. It was like a balance. They didn't stereotype her. So I love it. I love it a lot. And the show did great by doing that. I think Erica was represented great, in my opinion. And I hope they don't fumble this and kind of mess up her whole character on the next season. You know, keep her the same. You know, I hope she's probably gonna look so different on the next season, because all of them seem to grow very quick. You know, but I hope her character is the same hope they surprise us. You know, now that we know how she really is now, try not to give us the same thing over and over. Don't make her predictable. Don't do any of that. And yes, so I cannot wait. I love the actress. I love Erica. Both are amazing. And I'm so glad, and I'm just so glad that Stranger Things did this. You know, thank you. Thank you, Stranger Things, for doing this. Okay, and that's the end of this video. Make sure you guys give it a thumbs up if you liked it. Give it a thumbs down if you didn't. Comment any suggestions you have for any characters I can do reviews on. I'm all open to hear it. Thank you for watching so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for watching all my other videos. You guys are the best. I know this was kind of short. I didn't really say too much about Erica, mainly because she just came really she really just came to us this season, which was released last year. You know, it's not too much you can say just yet, because you only have one view of her really, which is on season 3. So I know I wasn't really saying too much and saying how I did on the last video, where I had a lot to say. You know, but again, she wasn't on the first season. She was in the second, but barely. So I couldn't say too much. Of course, I can't say nothing about the first season. Yeah, in season 3, she just, you know, I had a lot to say about that one season, you know. So I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. It's okay if you didn't. I'll just do better again the next day. But thank you guys for watching. I love you all. Good night.